Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today we'll be discussing certain points that are related to this NOG, that is anti-tank guided missile. We'll also be discussing regarding I am going to show you the questions now. The topics that are related to a book that is written by Kuldeep Nair, and so we'll also be discussing something regarding CBI versus West Bengal police, and of course we have discussed in a very detailed form, and Supreme Court has given permission to the CBI to question Mr. Raju Kumar, who is the Kolkata police commissioner, and the questioning is done. So like this, I have some questions, and every question is important for the examination. I would like to show you those questions now. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this. Now, so very important one. It's a possible question in any forthcoming examination. What is Helina? Is it a warship, or an aeroplane, or a dwarf star, or helicopter launched version of NOG, that is an anti-tank guided missile? So please remember, these are the very possible questions that are being asked in the examination for quite long period of time. So hence there is a possibility to ask a question like this: what is Helina? And for this option, D is the answer, as I explained you. So this is the helicopter launched version of NOG, anti-tank guided missile. So with respect to NOG, you might have heard many times so far, right? So this is an anti-tank guided missile, but now, so this is the helicopter launched version, and it has been named as Helina. Kindly remember this, and I want you to remember the range also. The range is 7 kilometers to 8 kilometers. Next, I'm going further. Who of the following wrote on leaders and icons from Jinnah to Modi? Look at the options: Pranab Mukherjee, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Sanjay Baru, or Kuldeep Nair. And the answer is Kuldeep Nair. So, number one, Kuldeep Nair is an Indian journalist. So, obviously, it's a possible question. And whenever certain books are written which are, this political in nature, and especially when you are writing something about the former prime ministers, or the presidents, that will create lots of interest among the readers. And especially when certain books are controversial in a sense, if you write something against some prime minister, so with that, if he is not comfortable, meaning embarrassed, so that is considered to be this controversial. So in this book, Kuldeep Nair, he wrote regarding Dr. Manmohan Singh also. And according to this book, Dr. Manmohan Singh used to look towards the Sonia Gandhi's residence for every session. So he used to send files and used to ask for suggestions, and every information used to go to this Miss Sonia Gandhi. And obviously that created lots of embarrassment to Dr. Manmohan Singh. And when this book was launched very recently, Dr. Manmohan Singh was also invited. But Dr. Manmohan Singh wrote a letter very clearly to the late Kuldeep Nair and this his wife, and he mentioned very clearly that these certain points were written without consulting him and without verifying the facts. So it seems very clearly Dr. Manmohan Singh was embarrassed, and he was really hurt about this. So what are the facts known only to the Prime Minister at that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and also late Kuldeep Nair. Fine. So please remember this. And the name of the book I have already shown you. It's a possible question. They may ask you who is the author of this. Answer is option D, that is Kuldeep Nair. Please remember this. Okay, is it clear? Now, He was an Indian journalist. And another important point with respect to Supreme Court is that, so we know what is 103rd Constitution Amendment Act. So this is an act that is meant for providing 10% of reservation for economically weaker sections of the society within general category. So the bill was introduced, bill was passed, it became act and it has been notified. So now starting from February, so this is being implemented. This is being implemented, and some people have approached the apex court requesting the Supreme Court to issue stay order with respect to implementation of this 10% quota. But the Supreme Court said no, and Supreme Court did not issue any stay order. But Supreme Court accepted the petitions, and Supreme Court wanted to hear the petitions at a later date. But as of now, whatever the 10% quota that has been created, so that is going to be very much implemented now. Now, so look at this. One more thing. So you are expected to follow all these things. So we know what is 103rd Constitution Amendment Act. Now, so this is with respect to, the Central Bureau of Investigation versus West Bengal Police, and with respect to certain scams that took place in West Bengal, CBI went to the residence of Calcutta Police Commissioner and they wanted to question him, but the police have detained CBI officials and they were pushed back. Later, CBI has approached the Supreme Court and Supreme Court permitted CBI to question Mr. Raju Kumar without arresting him, right? And a neutral place has been chosen. Look at this. In which of the following places Rajiv Kumar, the police commissioner of Kolkata, is to be questioned? In fact, I can make it a change. Has been questioned by the CBI on the directions of the apex court. Right? If you look at ABCD, Imphal, Kohima, Kolkata, or Shillong. Option D is the answer. That is Shillong. Please remember where he was questioned and what is his name. Right? Since this is a controversy, this attracted entire nations, the entire nation. And obviously, when it is like a CBI versus the police, obviously, that is really a controversy, and you need to remember every point that is related to this one. So for this question, option D is the answer. Clear? Next, and when CBI tried to question this police commissioner, Chief Minister herself took the lead and she went for sit-in protest. And during the time, apart from Mr. Raju Kumar, 5 other police officers also took part in the sit-in protest along with the Chief Minister of West Bengal, that is Ms. Mamata Banerjee. And obviously, for any government servant, taking the side of any political party or taking part in any protest that is organized by a political party is not permitted. That's the reason why, if you look at these IPS officers, the cadre controlling authority of IPS officers is the Union Home Ministry. Union Home Ministry took it very seriously and it started taking action against them, like, withdrawing their medals or decorations that are conferred on them like meritorious service. And the central government is also considering removing the names of these officers from empaneled list and bar them for a period of certain period from serving in the central government. Kindly remember, IPS officers, in fact, it is also applicable for IAS officers, but this is the issue that is related to IPS officers. After their selection, so they are allotted to a particular state that is called their state cadre. And after working in the state for a period of time, for many years, they will be, depending on their, this quality of services, depending on their merit, they will be chosen and they will be taken to the central government. So after working for a period of time in the state government, they'll be moving to central government for serving over there, right? So maybe in in CBI, maybe in this CRPF, right? So like this, CISF, in various police organizations they will be working. But for this reason, they need to be added in a list, and that list is called empanel list. Now the central government decided to bar these people for a period of time from being a part of empaneled list. Meaning is simple, uh, they will not be taken into the central services immediately, and some ban has been imposed on them. Next, which of the following states is getting India's second longest rail tunnel? Is it Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, or Kerala? Option D is the answer. This is Kerala. Right? Kindly remember, this is India's second longest. But which one is the first longest? Look at this. It's a Pir Panjal rail tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in India. Am I clear? Right. So that's all for the day. And I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Take very good care. Good night.